Okay, this is part 2 of my video um, with highly sensitive information. If you can't handle it, please stop watching my videos today. So I probably will make one more video after this. So today total will have 3 videos which contain highly sensitive information. So again, please stop watching if you are easily be offended or you are technically a follower of MSM, even though there are 2 types of MSM from my definition, okay? The first what type is the regular MSM, the mainstream media that you can turn on the TV, you can watch, the mainstream media. The second type of MSM is rather hidden, I mean the label. They label themselves truther or true believer, or they label themselves as true Christian. So within this group, they have their own MSM. They have their own events, trending, pretty much trending everything, So if you are a believer of the trending follower, or you are, you still like to follow the trends, no matter if the so-called truther trends, then stop watching. I'm not truther. I'm not a true Christian. I don't label myself. And also, I don't follow trends. So if you love to follow trends, no matter it's the Rapture trends, the trend for prophecy, those I don't know, like lost those Fatima, and all those prophecy from I don't know who. I'm not a follower, so please don't watch my videos. You'll be very disappointed and offended. Okay, so I wasted 3 minutes to clarify. Anyway, so my first video today, I showed several family trees. Of course, it's a continuation from Adam, but little broken down into the main character, which is the ancestors of the 12 tribes of Jacob. I will use Jacob/Israel. I don't want people to confuse about Israel as the Israel nation in present day, because that is not the Israel from the Bible, and that the nation of Israel in present day doesn't represent Israelites, God's people, okay? So I will use Jacob/Israel. Okay, so first of all, I want to explain the family tree divided into a few sections from my first video today. So the very beginning, of course, is Adam and Eve. Then is Seth. Seth go down to, Noah had 3 sons. Seth, the prominent descendants were Enoch, then Noah, and then his 3 sons. But basically, he had 2 human sons and 1 Nephilim, which is half fallen angel, half human, which is Ham. Ham is sorry, Ham was Lebanon. Okay, so which is, so if you go back to the map, he and his descendant migrated to Africa right after the flood. Okay, so just a reminder, the ancestor of Africans pretty much, I don't want to say 100% because each nation, I just want to focus on the information that I'm sharing with you is I want to say each nation has a few remnants of the descendants of the 12 tribes of Jacob Israel. Okay, only a handful. So, which means the majority of each nation, the majority of the people, they are the relatives of the 12 tribes because we all are relatives. We all come from Adam and Eve. But the majority of the people, 99%, I would say 99% of the people, I'm saying human, I'm not talking about, the humanoids or those shape-shift fallen angels, okay? The majority, 99% of the humans on earth, they are not Israelites. They're not from the 12 tribes. They are just the relatives of the 12 tribes of Jacob, Israel. So, for example, Japheth. Why Japheth claim themselves as Jews or Jewish is because God blessed him and his descendants and given them the right to enjoy the blessing as well as accept their worship of him in Sham's house. So that's why they can live in Israel, the nation, that piece of land, up till today, the present day. So the 99% of the people in Israel, the piece of land in the present day, are from Japheth or even from Cain. The half human, half Nephilim, half fallen angel, the Nephilim. So, and of course Ham, the Nephilim. So, the population of Earth comprises of Nephilim and human. Nephilim from Cain lineage and from Ham, the bloodline, and humans from Japheth, which is non-Israelite, non-Jacob Israel descendants. Okay. So everywhere in the world, all nations, including that piece of land right now called Israel, that nation, 99% of the beings comprises of Japheth descendant, Ham descendant, Cain descendant, and humanoids, those fake human that fallen angel created, by cloning technology, and so forth. The shapeshifter, which is they themselves shape shift. So okay, so we look at Sham. Right? Okay, so now I want to focus on the location right now. So let's just take Enoch. He was born in Babylon. So Babylon was an ancient city located on the lower Euphrates River in southern Mesopotamia within modern-day Iraq. So I guess from Iraq or like even before you would never, I haven't read all the materials yet, the book of Jubilee and stuff. So I'm guessing around Enoch time, Jared Enoch time, they moved to southern part of Iraq. So that is south of the, let's see, lower part of the Euphrates River and the Persian Gulf. Okay, so that is why U.S. always move their aircraft carrier and military ship over there, like to harass everybody, in the Middle East. So if you go to the map, you will see. Okay, so Namek, which is Noah's father, he died. His resting place, which is he buried in Afghanistan. How interesting is that? Iraq to Afghanistan, quite a distance. So they keep moving east, not north, not south. It just go horizontal east. Okay. Um, so I'm not sure if Noah was born in Afghanistan or still born in Iraq. You know. So let me see. Noah. So I guess the relations between all those Middle East um, and East Middle East nations, why they always at war is because all the ancestors, especially let's see, especially Seth lineage, the bloodline, and Sham's bloodline, goes down to the their history were there. So I think they keep, the rest of the relatives of Abraham, Jacob, they try to fight against each other to, gain control, of their, I don't know, the 12 tribes of Israel's Jacob, whatever they left over there before they exiled to other countries, right? So that's what I can, think of. So let's see. Okay, so now we look at Noah's descendant Shem because he's the one that is human and he is the one that is the ancestor of Jacob, Israel, right? So now go down to let's see. So if you look at Abraham ancestor, so it's Arpachshad, the son of Shem, go to the lineage to Abraham. So Arpachshad, he basically, let me see, he stayed in Babylon, which is southern part of Iraq, lower Euphrates River. Okay, he stayed there. He didn't venture to other part of the world, at that time. So southern part of the Iraq, he was born in. So Sham. So I think Namek, he went to Afghanistan before he died, sometime before. So, which means Noah was born in Iraq, southern Iraq. Okay. And let's see. So, southern part of Iraq, Sumer, Ur, Akkadian. Ur was once a coastal city near the mouth of the Euphrates on the Persian Gulf. The coastal line has shifted and the city is now well inland on the south bank of the Euphrates. Okay, modern day Iraq. So, which means, my expectation was correct. Back then, the map was different than the present day. The land's movements because after the flood, then after I don't know, like so many years, the land's technically basically is moving over time. So the map in the present day cannot be representing the map in the old days. Okay, so now go to Abraham. Abraham born again in Ur of the Chaldeans. So which is again, they haven't been moving to another place since at least Enoch, or Jared. Abraham still in southern part of Iraq. Okay, so it's a bit inland than before. So it's along with the Euphrates River. Okay, they live along their area. Jacob. So Jacob, they didn't say where he born. I believe it's still the same. Iraq, southern part of Iraq, right next to Euphrates River, the south side of the Euphrates River. And his resting place, I forgot to Google that place. Hebron. Let me see. Is it Iraq? Hebron. Oh no, it's Hebron. Hebron is in Israel and is south of Jerusalem. His resting place. Okay, so Jacob went back to Jerusalem. After he had 11 sons, the 12th son, which is Benjamin, was born near Jerusalem because they were on the way back to Jerusalem. Let's see, the last son, the 12th son, Benjamin. So Hebron. So they went, so from Israel, Jacob, he went back to Jerusalem. So his 12 sons by, in order, okay. So Joseph is the second last. Joseph, because Joseph has two sons that were blessed by Jacob and God. So Joseph counted as 2 tribes. So basically, the total of tribes actually is 13, right? Because Joseph has two sons, and his two sons counted as two different tribes. Okay, and those 2 tribes were blessed by Jacob and God. Um, so those two bloodlines are very important, as well as Judah. Okay, so we know that Dan is a betrayer, betray, you know, um, Israelites, but the majority of them, I'm so just a small percentage is good. Okay, so you can go through this family tree of Jacob and his 12 sons, 12 tribes. So the land of Israel, the land of Jacob, tribe of Joseph, there was no land allotment, but Joseph's two sons received their father's land portion. So Ephraim and Manasseh, very important. Okay, so Levi doesn't have land, and even though he's one of the tribes, but no land. But basically, there are 13 tribes, but the land only has 12 tribes divided, except Levi. So Levi doesn't have land. And okay. So now the important part, descendants, where they are right now, we don't know. That's why let's see. You know they've been checking our DNA by birth, since our birth, right? When we were just born into this world. In the hospital, they check our blood and everything. So they have our DNA in the first place. Our the I don't know if the whole palms with fingers or only fingers. I forgot. So like our palms and our bottom of our feet, the lines, they're very important because it's our signature identification biologically. So then, we move around, we growing up, moving. That's why I think one of the reasons in the US why you have to have an address in the US in order to receive the government benefits and receive mail. I don't know if you guys know that. I'm sure some of you may have known already. The post office is the spy. from the government. It's like a CIA, you know. I don't know if they are, unofficially under CIA or what, but the post office, uh, actually in the U.S. is to keep track on everybody where they are, and so that's why, if you don't have an address, they yell at you, like, you cannot receive anything from the mail. It's not because, they worry about you cannot receive mails. Okay. And that's that, the post office. And so, if you're sick, you go to the hospital or you go to the doctor, the clinics. You guys, the humans, they, oh, okay, the physical exam, they take your blood, right? To check, you know, uh, the good side, which is the sweet talk side, soothsaying. They worry about you have any disease or like sickness or like, so they check your blood. You need to, uh, basically you need to have your physical exam every year, check your blood and everything. But like, who has physical exam every year? Like, I think, I don't know how many, probably the majority of the people or half of the people on earth, or like, still like some people go to check, have a physical checkup every year and give their blood to the government, to keep track on you and your ancestors, your bloodline, and everything. But I'm not one of them. I don't do physical once a year. And okay, so lately, again, I don't know why my doctor back then before CV, the clinic's been calling me like pretty often lately, and I don't know why. Do you know why? I mean, I know why. I can guess. But like, again, that is a dangerous time right now. So okay, I think I'm running out of time. I will read through this descendants information in my next video.